Please,
Or in general,
please respect
people.
Cole.
I think shame
Please show
for
some
everybody.
respect to
Everybody.
Cole.
There's a
Why is
healthy
it
dose of
good?
shame that people
Okay.
need.
Why is it good? Because if someone's doing something that
We
isn't,
look alike.
If like we go back to what we were saying earlier, that men should be setting a better example for like.
yeah, and you don't do that by
this type of
affirming
thing.
their delusions or their wrongdoing.
I mean, no, but the delusions come from somewhere. No,
And
Like-
sometimes you
So you're
are
blaming the
wrong.
men for the delusions?
I mean, there's a lot dishonesty that you're talking about. I mean,
No, I'm just curious.
Can
Like,
you pour and leave
Yeah, yeah.
on the ground?
like if a girl wants to do OF, is that a man's fault?
I mean,
You can say a man enables it by buying it, but is it his fault?
it's not his fault, but that's probably a majority of the reason why that's even like thing at all.
What?
Like,
Because men buy it?
Oh, she's
Yeah.
like saying demand.
yeah, that's why
saying
it's
the
in a
demand.
demand is because of.
No, I know that, but I'm saying we could still shame them
I mean,
to deter them from acting on that thing.
sure, but if you're wanting to set an example for other men
And how would you set that
and
example?
change that, then why wouldn't you be different? you
I know,
know?
but so I'm saying like, what would be the alternative of shaming?
I mean, obviously, you don't want to praise them for what they're doing either, but having a mature conversation about these types of things, that's why I do think like these types of conversations
So
are
being
important to
nice?
have. Yeah, you can still come across like and get your point across respectfully. You don't
Yeah.
necessarily have to like instill something in someone's head by being aggressive or
So like
anything.
what I was criticizing Agatha on, how would you like rephrase that?
I mean, it's a
Well-
little animosity in the situation,
Yeah.
but also like it's personal beliefs and situations that people have been through as well. So that's why they perceive things the way they do.
Yeah, I
And
think-
having more of a backstory on someone is also important.
Yeah, I think it was important. I think because she felt insulted in a way, and I think he didn't want to come across as that as a Christian man. He wants to let you know that the Lord loves you so much
He
that
didn't
That's
say
not
that
what he
way,
said,
baby.
though.
So
Yeah, that's
don't-
not
don't
what he
put
did.
words in his
I- that's
mouth.
not what
Like,
he
he
did.
didn't
I
say
know,
like that.
Even
so
if he
But-
even
that's
if he
not what
wanted
tried
that,
to say.
yes, but
he said that she fucked 100 guys or something.
We're
Oh,
in a
Right
football
away,
team in
so-
one
I
I don't think you can
a whole football team, 100 guys.
Sorry, the whole neighborhood.
I
Never.
did, I did.
Football team is a little too much.
You're not
Exactly.
perfect, right? We all have our flaws.
Yeah, I'm
and
not perfect, I
So
guess.
like
Come on.
I'm ashamed of some things I've done, right? And the shame is good because it leads to conviction.
Yeah, totally.
And I want all of you guys here to know that the Lord sees you and He loves you, sees you worth dying for. He thought of you when He died on that cross. So we value that you have value, and we don't want the Lord values the temple that He's made, right? That we are all seen as valued, and so I guess that He wants to preach to young girls like this is not how the Lord has intended for your body to be.
It's not something I
used.
recommend or anything like that.
No,
And
yeah.
Of course, I'm ashamed of many things, but
Okay,
he was rude, and that's it. He was rude.
That wasn't rude, that was
he's not
direct.
Nice,
It was
and that's
direct.
it.
He was
And
rude,
that's it.
and he made up
That's
a
it.
lie.
I
and
think
you
it's
made up a lie.
important to own
You
up
made
to
up a lie. Just
that
like
was-
you got upset with her for making up a lie about what you do at home, but you did the same thing to her. It was only slight, but you still did it. So
I think I've insulted some people in the way I've come across, and that's
here's a problem
not
though.
how I want to come across.
Women nowadays, especially not just women, but institutions that are run by women specifically, they have no problem stigmatizing men and having hashtags like "kill all men," "men are evil," "men are rapists," "men are abusers." They have no problem doing that, and they hold men to this like impossible standard. But all of a sudden, when I criticize you for something that you admitted, and I say in a very direct and blunt way, then you have a problem with it.
No, you
So
did- you made up a
but
lie.
the only thing it comes down to is you just don't like my tone. You don't like my how I said it.
But you
which
also
is like,
made
I
up
wasn't
a
nice.
lie just like she did. You only said one, but you still made up a lie.
Which lie?
But I will
That she
say
fucked 100 guys or a whole football
Is that
team.
hyperbolic?
I mean, it's just a lie. I mean, she did something
I know, but, like,
to you and you got upset
Do,
about
do
it.
you think that when I said 100, I actually counted and I like?
That's
No,
like
but
saying
it's
a
still a
million
lie.
years. Like
Yeah, but it's hyperbolic.
You're making a pretty like broad.
She said her body count was 80. If you multiply that by 2, which is the most real answer probably, it's over 100. So I was being generous, if anything,
Why would you multiply it?
because women lie. Come on.
I
guys.
just
What time
hate
are we on?
generalizations, like things that you said. Like I'm
Because
not
we
saying
expect
everything
generality.
you said is wrong. I just think
You know, like when we
some
ask
things you said-
what's a woman, and then you start saying, well, what about hermaphrodites? Well, we're talking about generally.
I never said that's.
I know.
not-
I'm not saying you
but
did. I'm
that's-
just saying
you
we speak in
said you
general.
guys. See,
we
that's a
speak. I know. We speak in
generalization.
generality. That's how we speak. That's a reality.
Well,
We don't.
when
We
you
have
say
5 fingers.
shame
We don't speak
women-
about people with 6 fingers.
then,
We speak in
but
general.
You keep saying shame women, and then you're like, oh, women.
Are men constantly shamed?
Yeah, are women constantly shamed?
No,
Like,
women are not
not
constantly
as
shamed.
much
That's the
as
problem.
women.
Men simp for women.
that's-
Men
as
simp for
much as
women. Yes.
Women
were talking
get
about
shamed
earlier.
more.
Women are hyped up and they're gassed up in their comments, everything else. They're gonna think that they're
So spot
Yeah.
on.
Their ego is inflated constantly, 24/7.
Right.
A man is the exact opposite.
exactly, and you guys aren't as emotionally in tune because you guys are told to keep that all boxed in, whatever the case is. I think if men were to tap into
I don't
that
need
more,
my male friends to be like slay queen. I
Yeah.
don't need that
right?
shit.
Like, well,
I don't care.
I think
I feel
men
like
at-
if more men were to tap into their emotional side, a lot of issues
wouldn't
could be
want that.
solved. I feel like
You
a
wouldn't be
lot
attracted to
of-
that. Like I told you earlier,
All right.
the less masculine a man
Everybody raise
is, the
your
more
hand.
depressed and unhappy he is.
Raise their hands if you agree with her about that. Right?
Wait,
Like if men were more
Emotional?
and not like in an unbalanced way, in a more balanced way.
Right. I'm not a guy, so I couldn't tell you their brain chemistry.
So let me ask you then, if you find a man, right, and you like everything about him, he's masculine Monday through Friday, and then on Saturday, he says, I want to put on an apron and high heels. Would you like that?
That's
not the same.
just like a.
I didn't say it was the same. I'm just asking you a question.
But that's not the same thing.
I'm not saying it's the same thing. I'm
That's
asking
not
you a
even-
question.
It's just.
That's not even.
You're saying tap into
I mean,
a feminine
if that's
side.
what makes him
Why
feel
not be
good,
feminine on the
if
weekend?
that's what emotionally makes him feel good and confident.
Yeah, you would
about
like
himself,
that?
Fuck it.
Okay, great.
Do it.
by nature, men are decision makers. So if they were to tap into that emotional side, can you agree that maybe their decisions would be based off of feelings instead of logic?
In a way, yes, but no. I feel like it's important for guys to understand when and where to be vulnerable and not to box shit in because it just leads to bigger problems down the road.
No, I don't think so. You guys got to understand, like, this is a hard concept to understand sometimes, but everything comes with a cost.
Again, discernment. Like
No,
know
everything,
when
I know,
to-
but everything comes with a cost. So, like, would men like to be relaxed and, like, take it easy? Yes, but at what expense? Like, there's going to be a con on the other end.
It's like no, but
And
it's
we have
like
to acknowledge
saying,
that.
Oh,
But I'm not telling you to stay in that energy either. I'm saying you have to have the discernment to know when you can tap into that and like when you can be that vulnerable and open with another person, you know?
A girl holding the door open for you
Well-
isn't a girl that's also gonna put on a strap on and like tell you to suck.
yeah.
Like that's just like
I think
such
we
a
have to
weird
define
comment.
when we think of masculinity, we have to define that as well. Because I think when you think of masculine, you're thinking of like raw, like never talk, never like answer, like don't talk about your problems. Like that's not what I'm referring to when I say
Like
masculine.
not taking things to an extreme.
Not necessarily, no.
So like,
No.
because what you say with masculinity, there is a balance. Like there's like you said, like the emotional side, but even that I would question. You wouldn't say like that's masculinity from your view,
The last part,
where like where they have like an emotional side.
I think you can definitely unleash your emotions and.
But like unleashed, do you mean like
Hey.
crying in front of their girlfriend?
I mean, I've had guys cry before, so.
Where are they now?
My ex.
Yeah, not here, right?
Well, yeah, but also like I still stayed with them, and I feel like we did bond a little bit closer.
Yeah, of
because
course you did.
that as well.
Yeah. But I'm just saying they're not
he
here
felt
anymore.
comfortable enough to express that with me.
Yeah.
and
But
I mean, it takes a lot
but I
for a guy to
guarantee
do
you-
that. So I appreciated him being vulnerable as well.
Yeah, well, you say that, but I guarantee you if a man came like to you and he was super masculine and he led you, you would love that feeling. And even though you say you don't want a relationship right now, you would change your mind right then and there.
Yeah.
And you would love that safety and security that he makes you feel.
No.
Yeah, you say that right now.
I'm not ready for a relationship, and
I know you say that right now. It's because you're
No,
finding
I
feminine
know
men.
I'm not ready.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Do you want it?